Welcome, WolfTheWolfettes. We are back with the beautiful Season A Letter to the Future on the PlayStation 5. And I hope you guys and girls are having an absolutely fantastic day. Now in a previous video, we finished exploring the cow farm and we then arrived at the fruit farm where we did a little bit more exploring, took a few nice pictures of things, and then we arrived at this little barn right here and we spoke to this lady over here, and she is one of the people that's going to be evacuated from Ting Valley, her and her son, and she basically told me that she's being evacuated from a farm to a tiny apartment. So she used the dimensions on the back of the card to basically create the apartment that she's going to move to, but she could only take a certain amount of things with her to fit in the apartment. So we was basically helping her choose a bunch of things that she's going to take to the apartment with her, and she told us that her husband recently died, so we were trying to pick the appropriate things that were good for remembering her husband and also good for her future, and also some stuff that's also good for her son over there as well. But her son's now got his bike wheels back and he's about to take a tour of the valley for the last time before they get evacuated at midnight. So I'm going to jump on my bicycle and I'm going to go speak to him and we're going to take the tour with him. I think you have to do it. I think it's like part of the main story, but there's also a trophy for it as well. And it's just nice because he takes you to one of the locations, the final locations, and you can actually learn more about, you know, our best friend Pate, the one who told the dream to the elder that he had, and then she said that a season was coming to an end and that led to us doing what we're doing right now. I think there's an area up there where you can actually listen to the dream that Pate had. And you also want to see Pate, because he's her friend, and oh my god, the size of him is insane. He looks like a giant. But we should see him in this video. That'll probably what we do today. We'll do the tour with Kochi, I think his name is, and then we will oh, and once that's done, we will listen to the dream, and then that's probably going to be it for today. And then I guess next time we will most likely go to the dig site and see what the greyhounds have been up to, and see if people's suspicions about them is true, because some people are suspicious that they're not actually good guys and that they're blowing up the dam for reasons that they're not telling anybody. So yeah, so we can go and check that out. It's very annoying. If you go near the edge of the page, things just like go flying.
We build our lives out of what we leave behind as much as from what we carry with us.
That is true. And sometimes it's good to leave certain things behind in the past, even if it's very, very difficult to do so. Alright, let's put some of these on there, just to give this page a bit of colour. I don't mind if some things overlap. Yeah, actually, I think it looks nice when they overlap a little bit, some of them. I guess we're going to put that up there. It doesn't like me taking the cursor to the edge of the page. It just goes absolutely insane. Just flies all over the place. Lovely. There you go. I think our journal looks lovely at the moment. Look at this. Yeah, we've got a lovely journal. But just remember, if you want to change how your bicycle works, so you don't have to press L2 and R2 to pedal, you just have to press R2 to get on your bike and then use the analog stick to steer, and all the pedaling's done automatically. You just go onto the settings and the gameplay tab and you can do it like that.
Do you want to go on a, well, a sightseeing tour?
Yes, I do, my good sir.
The next tour leaves in, well, now basically.
Well, I haven't packed any sandwiches, so I am not ready yet.
Saying goodbye is like when you empty your pockets before going to bed. You get to see what you picked up.
Okay.
The things I picked up need somewhere to sleep.
Okay.
Follow me.
Oh, we might be going to the ancient tree first. Yeah.
This is my tree. Since we can't bring it to the city.
Of course you can. just stick it on your back, mate. You can carry it. You're a big, strong boy.
I don't care what we bring. I love the tree, and Dad cured it.
Yeah, she did mention Yuri, I think her name was, or was that the husband's name? But the woman did mention that he used special tools to cure the land. There's been a lot of talk about stuff that's going wrong with the land, like land needs to be cured, weird things going on with the land. We also saw those weird flowers, those weird like Crash Bandicoot crystal coloured flowers that we saw. So there is stuff going on with the land. So maybe it is good that this land's going to be flooded, because maybe there is something wrong with it.
That's what he did. All this purple stuff in the valley that makes you feel funny.
Oh yeah, that's what I was talking about, the flowers. Every time we're near them, the world sort of goes a bit weird, and then we listen to them with our recorder, and they've got like voices and thoughts and prayers. It's very strange, very mysterious.
See? This used to be purple. And dangerous. Dad made the dangerous part go away.
Nice.
We wanted to make it so all the purple rocks were safe and green. I know there are plants underwater. Can a tree become an underwater tree?
I mean, I don't know. Flipping trees, grass, and all this other stuff are so flipping strong. Like, they survive such crap. Especially grass. Grass always returns no matter what you do. So, yeah, who knows? Maybe the tree will survive.
This one can't die. It's been through too much. Let's go.
Okay, before we go, buddy, I just want to have a look up here, because I think there's a few things we can get. We also need to fill in the journal.
A mineral that can affect the mind. To what extent?
Well, that's what we need to find out, because we've been hearing a lot about this, and like I said, we've been seeing those strange purple flowers and things like that, and other purple crystals. To Meteora. Oh, that's the woman that we need to see, the one that lives in the woods, ain't it? Or the monk.
The bird stole a small trinket. I left the bird its prize, but maybe I can learn more about the locket.
Bloody birds. Probably a magpie, wouldn't it? Little devils.
A piece of car, severed, dangling. As a warning to others?
What? Oh man, you definitely spent too much time in the mountains, you did. Jesus! Oh, flip it hell. Oh, speaking of severed bodies hanging from the treetops and stuff, I'll tell you what they should make. A new Predator game, a new single-player Predator game. I would buy that in a second. Imagine the kind of single-player Predator game you could make with a studio that actually likes Predator. Oh my god, Wolf, I'd make it. I'd make it right now. Anyone wants a creative director to lead the studio and make the best Predator game ever made, equal to the one on PS2 but better, hire me. Hire me. Don't even need to hire me. Just give me a shout out on YouTube. Just give my YouTube channel a shout out and I'll give you the greatest idea ever. I'll write the whole script for you for free. As long as you make it and it's a 10 out of 10.
The tree looks healthy. The ritual must have worked.
Okay. Oh, we need to get one more memory. I think it's normally like 5 memories, ain't it? Yeah. Let's just take a picture of this place over here. Oh, I thought you would have commented on that. Oh, well, never mind.
This valley is so different than my village. but both places have an enormous tree watching over them. This tree will pass in the flood. What will be the end of the tree in Cairo?
To be honest, with the size of that tree, I reckon it probably could withstand the force of the water arriving from the dam. And as the water slowly recedes over time, I feel like that tree would live. That is a very beefy tree. I feel like that bad boy is going to be taken down anytime soon. It's crazy how old some of the trees are on this planet. Like, especially the trees you get like in the Amazon rainforest. It's ridiculous how long, how tall some of those trees are. Or like the redwood trees in America. Man. Even in England, like our native trees, because a lot of the trees we've got in England, I don't think are even native to England, but like the lime trees, I think they are. Stuff like that in like protected areas of England. They're very old as well. Not much of England seems to be England anymore. It's a shame. Even the bloody squirrels are not English. They're American, the grey squirrels, and they ruined the bloody red squirrel population. Completely decimated it. You have to go up to Cumbria or Scotland to see red squirrels now. But I did get one on camera. That was my greatest ever wolf quest, that was. I had to go all the way to Grasmere to find that bad boy. Oh man, I was so happy with that video. So a whole day. We was there for 5 days if I remember correctly, or 4 nights. And we were looking for like 2 full days near enough trying to find that red squirrel. Oh man. And we got it. A little cutie. Sorry, Kochi. I got a bit distracted. It was you talking about the tree. It made me very interested.
Let's go.
There we go. Fucking Speedy Gonzalez. He doesn't even wait around for me. Look at him. See? Look at him. He's off. So if you have to press R2 and L2, you can't catch up to him. It takes a while. It does get a little bit choppy, the frame rate, when you're following him. I think it's because you're just like dashing around to loads of new areas and they're being added to the map. It does make the frame rate a little bit choppy. Oh, up there where that bell is, we're going to go there eventually anyway, but where that bell is, that's where the area is that you can listen or relive the memory of Pate's dream. Also, when you ring that bell, something weird happens as well, so don't forget this area. I think it's the cemetery, but this is the last place we're going to visit with Kochi over here. I really do love this game. There's a very loud bang on the door then. I don't know what the hell that was. I don't know if somebody's posting stuff through the letterbox or if someone's delivering something. I think my dad's downstairs so he can open it. But Sammy didn't bark, so that's very weird. Very weird. Man, look at this place.
We had a picnic here a long time ago. I can't remember it, but I've seen an old picture. Can you take a new picture?
Of course I can, buddy.
And I'll sit like Dad does in the old one I saw.
That's nice. Alright. Alright, 3, 2, 1, say Pokemon. Lovely.
He is a great kid.
Mom disappeared one time. Took me a while to find her. She was sitting right here. And she was sad. I got one of her tears on my finger, like a little bug. And I flicked it into the water. And I said, flow, 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 until it didn't sound like a word anymore. It made her feel better. Now I say it. I say it when everything is moving, but we don't want to move. Come on.
We won't explore any of these other areas that we come across just yet. This will all be done later on. I just explored the tree area because that's in the exact same area of where we actually was, so we might as well have done it. And then we've got to do the dig site in another area, and then we'll start heading out further. But he's going to take me all over the bloody place, he is.
Let's go.
It's actually annoying because I wanted to leave the map grey so I knew which areas I hadn't been to. But thanks to our little friend Kochi here, that's not possible. Oh God. I'll tell you what, man, this boy, he's definitely been drinking the Crash Bandicoot G Fuel. He probably saw my video on YouTube. I'm sure they've got internet out on the farm, and he probably saw my video. He probably had to watch it in 240p, but he definitely watched it. And then he's got himself some Crash Bandicoot G Fuel, and now you can see he's off, mate. Or he's just had some generic Red Bull. You know, I've never drunk Red Bull in my life, or Monster, no energy drinks. That was literally my first ever energy drink. The only other thing I've ever had that was like energy drink-esque was from Bulk, where I get my protein powder. They have these pre-workout gels, which is like a caffeine drink, but it's in gel form, so it's a bit different. I had that back in September, and that was pretty nice. It was lemon lime flavour. I got them for free with my Bulk powder. It looked more of those weird like flowers that are like killing the land. They're the ones that make you the world go all wavy, and then you have to listen to them, and the control vibrates weird. Holy shit, there's dead bodies everywhere.
His name is Frenay. I asked him how he ended up sleeping here.
Oh, he's asleep then.
Renee said they were in the valley because they were so hungry. And then there was light everywhere. And they fell asleep forever. They should be old men now. But they couldn't get older if they tried. One time, I saw the monk out here cleaning them. It was so funny. He looked like he hated doing it.
Well, of course, you don't want to be scrubbing no bloke's hairy arsehole, does he?
I'm not supposed to touch the soldiers.
Probably. You wake them up in a startle, mate, they might take you out as a soldier.
But I let Frenay borrow my pig. I need it back now.
That's a creepy looking bit. That pig's got a mouth like Jeff the Killer.
Let's go.
Or Joker. You want to know how I got these scars? Some motherfucker tried to turn me into ham.
Let's go.
The way you say let's go is really aggravating, Kochi. I wish you'd change that tone a little bit. Definitely going to have to come back there and explore. I saw lots of things to look at. That's why the screen went all weird then, because of that purple flower. Maybe that's why they've all fell asleep for ages then. Maybe that's to do with the land being sick with this weird purple stuff. Yeah, didn't think of that. Oh, this must be what we saw on the map that I thought was a burger shop. Oh, look, there's more purple crystal. Everything's bloody infected with this Crash Bandicoot crystal. Maybe Cortex is the main villain in this game. He's finally achieved the 25 crystals and stolen them from Crash Bandicoot, and he's corrupted Ting Valley with them. All those years we wondered why Cortex wanted the crystals. I think it was to power his like space station, wasn't it? So maybe he uses his space station to infect places with purple crystal stuff. Who knows? Who knows? I'm just rambling. I cannot wait for Crash Team Rumble though. Oh, tight turn. Oh shit. You didn't see that? You didn't see that, Kochi? Oh, he does wait for me. That's nice. Didn't feel like he was waiting for me off camera.
I wanted to see the water come up from here.
What, from the dam?
To see it crash.
Yeah, what's wrong with you? You're going to watch the water wipe out your entire homeland. You're a psychopath.
I thought the flood would clean everything. But Mom said a flood is dirty.
Yeah, it is pretty dirty. All of the stuff that it interacts with mixes in with it. You've got all the mud from the ground, all of the trees and the debris from houses, and the sewage sometimes comes out the floor because all the water goes into the sewage and then flushes it all out, and then that mixes in. Yeah, very dirty.
That makes no sense.
No, it makes perfect sense, mate. It does.
I asked if we could stay and watch, but Mom said we need to get a ride to the city.
I don't know why you'd want to watch.
That's our house. You're good.
She's very good.
Come on.
Let's go!
Let's go.
Meow. You know what we should do, Kochi, to make this even more enjoyable? We should get a couple of tin cans and we should put them on our back tyres, and then when we pedal, it sounds like we've got motorbikes. What do you think about that, Kochi? I think that's something you would enjoy. That's the kind of thing I used to do at your age. Yeah. Not a very good thing to do though, because sometimes the can gets dislodged and then it lodges itself in your back wheel and your back wheel stops spinning, and that can lead to some horrific skids, or cool skids, or you just going flying. So a bit of a gamble. And also it probably wears down your back tyre a little bit as well, so probably not the best thing to do, but yeah, it does sound a bit like a motorbike. Just stamp on a can and put it on your back wheel, and then it'll make a motorbike sound when you pedal. Makes it harder to pedal, of course. Oh, there's also another purple flower ahead of me that you can listen to, near that little bit of rubble up there, you see it? Near there. I should have probably listened to it when I was at the cow farm. But they just contain random memories and stuff like that. It's very random. But we will learn more about this like sickness of the land, if you can even consider it a sickness of the land. And we'll learn more about this purple mineral when we go to the dig site that guy was speaking about on his phone, where he said he left some DayZ stuff. Which I'm guessing, like I said in the previous video, I think DayZ is the day before or the day after the flood happens. It's normally the day after the catastrophe or something changing, ain't it? Something like that. Oh, we know what this is going to be.
Mom wasn't there when he passed away. I was there. Dad had his eyes closed, but he was making a face, like he could see something. So I asked him what he was looking at. He said he was looking at me, and I was all grown up. He saw me climbing up a hill in the sun.
That's a nice thing to see before you die.
Then he said his memories were falling to the soil and he had to go with them. He didn't want to go, but he had to.
We all do eventually.
He squeezed my hand and it hurt, but I didn't mind. Can we wait here a while?
Of course we can, buddy.
Just to see if something will happen?
I don't know what you're expecting to happen, but we can definitely wait here.
I met a boy who lost his father just like I did. It's something I don't talk about much, but I did to him. I've been recording everything for you, but this feels private. I'm not sure if I want to share this with the future.
Do I want to record what you told him? I kind of want to know what you told him, but I'll keep it private, you know. You don't have to share everything with everybody. I said this in the previous video. Some things are just for you, you know. Which is funny, considering I'm on YouTube and I share a lot of bloody things, but even there's things even I don't share.
You're still here.
Well, I can't just leave you on your own, mate. I mean, you're probably like 12. I can't just dump you here.
The tour is over. That's your prize, okay?
Okay.
I have to go home now. I'll see you someday later today.
I'll see you someday later today. Don't you mean sometime later today? I mean, we're all getting the same, like, bus out of here, so we probably will see him. The same ride, I mean. Tour de Teng. Ting Teng, whichever. Oh, nice. We could fill in Kochi's tour as well. Alright, we'll get this done. And then we've got a couple of things to check out and take pictures of. And then we're going to interact with that bell. And then there's also something we can do where we can listen to Pate's dream. The dream that he had, that he told to the elder, that led to the whole of this situation that we're in right now. Where we're trying to document the end of the season before something happens. Which I'm guessing is the flood. That is the end of the season.
Kochi collected objects around the valley and laid them to rest at his father's grave. I've collected memories. Where will they be laid to rest? The museum vault?
Yes, that's what the elder told us. That's the only place that'll be safe. Oh, don't start being weird. There we go. Lovely. Oh, look, there's another one of those dodgy crystal flowers over there. These are the things that people are talking about that are supposed to be infecting the land. I don't understand how, but they are magical. How they, like, listen to you and think of your faults.
This flower was broadcasting music.
Oh, don't start humming the tune, come on.
Jerry's tombstone. He'll stay behind in the valley. Unlit candles being drowned in a flood. A loss of potential light. Potential prayers.
Oh, you can pray anywhere. You don't need to pray at any altars or shrines or churches. You can just pray anywhere you want. I can pray right now if I want in front of the camera. Won't be no good though.
I can still walk through the streets of my village, down the corridors of memory.
Okay, right, we better head over to that bell now. If you're wondering why it's going all weird on the screen, it's because we're near that purple flower still. Okay. Those kites over there. Lovely.
This tower has a large bell attached to it.
Man, it's getting really annoying, that is. If you're watching this Scavengers studio, you're probably already aware of it, but yeah, sometimes you can't place pictures properly in your journal without them going all like this, all weird. And it kind of spoils it when you want to put them in a nice place. Something needs to be patched.
There isn't enough room for a cemetery in my village. Here, memory is granted space. Land is used to let the living meet the dead. Or maybe it's the other way around.
Oh no, I don't think the dead are going to meet the living, because that would be a zombie. I would try and place one of these, but... Okay, let's ring this bell first. Yes.
I remember seeing the ocean for the first time, and something about the light, the water, the voices of other people, the boundary between myself and the rest of the world felt very thin. It was beautiful.
Was that an actual video clip?
There's something weird going on with this bell.
Yeah, no shit. There's an actual, like, video footage then, video camera footage. We don't need to interact with a map, it'll basically just tell you where you are, and we already know where we are. We're just up and slightly to the west of the fruit farm. Oh, well, we better do a sketch first, and then we will listen to the dream tape. It's a very long dream that he's had, and he just speaks about it for a while. So I won't be saying nothing during that bit. It's starting to get darker though, it does seem to be getting a bit later. Unless it's just the weather. Look at that. Stunning. Wish I could sketch like that. I know people would be like, oh, of course you can, it's practice, but yeah. When I was a kid I used to be able to draw a bit, but nah, I don't know. I used to be good at drawing dogs. I think it's because I used to try so much, because always doing the snout of a dog is always like difficult, ain't it? To make it look normal without like trying to just draw it. Like sideways it was a bit easier, but like I mean like a wolf or a dog looking directly at you, trying to do the snout. I used to try and practice that so much, and I did get good at it at one point, but I can't remember how I did it. If I tried to do it right now, it would be terrible. But yeah, I ain't drawn in years. My sister, on the other hand, draws like an absolute artist, so go and check out her DeviantArt, Chunky Lappy. Absolutely phenomenal art. Needs a lot more followers. Listen to Dream Tape.
I knew my brain was doing something special.
See, look at the flipping size of him. I don't know if I said it in this video or the previous video, but look at him. He's huge.
I thought I'd wake up with an idea for a new shape or color. Everybody would love my new shape or color. But instead, my brain gave me a dream which made people afraid, which is making you leave.
Are you afraid?
The dream scared me, but also made me glad to be alive. I am happy to keep living. I don't mind. The elder said it means the season is ending soon. I want to tell you the dream now. Let's shut our eyes and lay on the roof. We are already on the roof.
Why do you sound so derpy? He sounds very derpy, doesn't he? Poor Pate. Obviously you won't want to mess with him now. Look at the size of those hands. His hand is the size of our character's entire body. Like upper body, her torso. Jesus.
That's good. I'll speak the dream out loud and you imagine it.
Okay.
You can close your eyes now. I'll tell you when to open them. I am in the forest. The sun is bright. My stomach rumbles. I'm hungry. I look for something to eat. There are fruit trees lining the path. I look for one to pick, to eat. I climb up one of the trees and reach out to grab a shining red apple. I blink, and suddenly the apple is rotten. It looks like it's full of spiders. I blink again, and now the apple is just a baby apple. Not ripe or rotten. I lose my balance and fall onto the ground. The apple changes colors. Some are eaten, some disappear. I hear a voice. Someone is there with me. I try to recognize who they are, but their face keeps changing. They're kind of everywhere. I tell them I'm hungry. I want what the earth is trying to give me. They say, these aren't apples. They're memories of every apple I've ever seen. There's something wrong with my eyes. And there's something wrong with the soil. They say I need to look into the sun to clear out my vision. They say we're going to look together, and that when we do, they'll melt away. They want to. Then behind them I see you, watching from the shadows. You've been taking notes on everything. This makes me feel better. I turn my head and I let the light in. I lose track of everything. When I get my senses back, I find myself holding a round, red fruit in my hand. I don't know what it is, but I take a bite.
Well, that's dangerous.
And it's the most delicious thing I've ever tasted. Then I woke up.
You're lucky it weren't poisonous.
You can open your eyes now.
I mean, I think she already has. I've got to be honest with you, Pate. I kind of feel like you were taking LSD. That was a flipping wild dream, wasn't it? He's definitely been smoking some of the good stuff, ain't he?
You probably have questions.
Oh, I've got a lot of questions, mate. Who is your dealer? There was something wrong with your eyes. There was something wrong with the soil.
It wasn't only my fault that the apples were acting funny. It seemed like the natural world, or whatever it's called, the land didn't know what time it was either. The soil had to forget a little.
Why was I in the dream? Who was the person beside you?
The face of the ghost person in the dream? They were everyone and no one.
Oh, that's bloody helpful, ain't it, Pate?
It reminded me of someone I used to look for. My birth was not easy. I was bigger than most babies.
No shit.
After I was born, the elder advised them not to have any more children. But years later, my parents tried. They told me I'd have a sibling, but we lost them a few weeks later.
Oh, that's a shame.
I felt like it was my fault.
Why would it be your fault?
I should have been born last, if ever.
No, I guess on the way out he's probably done some damage or something because of the size of him.
I needed to see this missing person somewhere. So I searched faces for a face I'd never seen. I thought I had to carry them forever. But in the dream, they wanted to become part of everything. I had to let them go, which felt like a piece of me was dying. It hurts a lot, but it's a nice thing to do if you can. To let part of you become part of everything. Oh, I feel a bit winded now. I feel like everything is happening the way it should. But I still wish none of it would happen at all. I wish my dream didn't mean anything. I wish we had wasted more time together.
Let's waste the rest of today. Yeah, keep your mind off of it, buddy.
I'd like that very much. We'll go down this roof together.
Yes, and we will have a fantastic day with no more crazy LSD trip dreams.
And you'll keep going down and down, down into the heart of the world.
Yep.
Thank you for listening to my dream.
Thanks for being an absolute legend. Dream listener. Okay. Alright. I'm going to have to end the video now, Wolfettes. So next time, I guess we will head over to the dig site and we'll start trying to see what the grey hands have been up to in this place, and maybe learn about this disease of the land that people keep speaking of, and see if everything that we know about the grey hands is actually accurate, or if there are any shady people, stuff like that. So yeah, thanks for watching, Wolfettes. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, hopefully the commentary was okay and everything, and yeah, like, share and join the pack today.